A very good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Candid Talk here on Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. My name is Evan Sokinya. I'm glad that you're here with us. Remember, this is a platform where we discuss everything taking place in the country and we make you understand better all the political developments happening in our country here and even across the borders. And of course, these discussions are very important because they make you understand better how the government works and what needs to be done where. Well, I'm here finally today with of course, de jure. Is it de jure or de facto?
De facto.
De facto, tell me.
Now the de jure deputy party leader and deputy president designate.
Initially you came here as de facto deputy party leader.
Now I'm de jure.
Now you're de jure.
The de jure.
By law.
Yes.
So if anybody goes to the officer, of course, of register of political parties, will say Safina party, the deputy party leader is Willis Otieno.
Elected by the delegates of Safina. Yes.
Okay. By the way, congratulations on the NDC that your party actually had. And therefore, I saw you were given the instruments of power. And currently, you are saying here that now the ARC is ready to take off.
The ARC is ready. And Kenyans in their numbers are joining the ARC.
Okay.
Because what we are about is the economy. Safina is the party of economic and social advancement. That is why we say Safina Pesa. Safina Pesa. It's the party of economic and social advancement. We are seeking to create an economy that works for the people of Kenya. And political contestations should not just be about Willis is in power, Jimmy is in power, Ruto is in power. No. We are very focused. It should be about the benefit to the Kenyan people. What is ailing these Kenyan people? And Safina's prescription is that our problem is the economy. And we've come up with our feast agenda. 5 points in our feast agenda. We are saying we don't pay odious debt, the illegal debts, which this year alone, debt finance servicing is going to be 2.2 trillion. Bulk of it illegal debts. We don't pay it. What does that mean to the Kenyan people when you don't pay it? It means this. That is number 2 on the feast agenda. It means that the money that was going to be spent towards paying that debt, the 2.2 trillion, we'll take part of it and apply it to education, primary, secondary, and tertiary, TVET. There is no contribution or there is no payment of fees by the parent. We've done the costing to run that entire program, cost 300 billion. So education access to any Kenyan, you don't pay additional cost. Government caters for it. Number 2, to run shift share, public health care in this country, it is costed at 158 billion. So we have 2.2 trillion that we had saved that will have gone to odious debt. Applied to health care.
Okay.
Then everybody is able to get access to health care across the country at any level without paying any additional contribution. You're not even going to pay shift share. You don't even pay hospital fees, bills. The state will be funding that entire program. Then, number 4 in the feast agenda, we are saying Kenyans are facing a high cost of living. They need a relief. And that relief we are promising in the form of you are paying VAT 16% on goods and services that goes towards servicing this illegal debt. And VAT contribution to our tax revenue is 400 billion. We give people a relief. Do away with the VAT and introduce in its place a 5% sales tax. So immediately, the cost of goods and services goes down.
Okay.
And people have disposable money in their pockets. What they could have used in school fees, they are not using it in school fees. What they could have used in healthcare, they are not using it in healthcare. What they were paying as VAT, they are no longer paying it. They only pay 5% sales tax. So they have money in their pockets. Then they are able now to spend more in the economy. Then to make people access capital, in our feast agenda we are saying, we are not going to borrow from the domestic market. The money that Kenyans have deposited in the banks, pension funds, insurance companies, that money should be available to Kenyans to borrow.
Okay.
Interest rates will fall. Today, many Kenyans have great ideas. They cannot commercialize them because they have no access to capital. Do away with government borrowing the domestic market, and you'll see interest rates fall
Okay.
to even 3%, 4%. Right? So your ideas that you're not able to commercialize because you can't access capital, you're now able to go into a commercial bank and get a loan and commercialize your idea because interest rates will have come down. That guarantees a society that people are able to produce more. Safina Party is about production, not distribution. And to protect the gains, we've said the instruments of domination that are used by legacy politicians to kill our people, to maim them. We are going to restructure the entire command structure of it. And by saying at the command level, elect the sheriff. All those CPDs who are appointed by legacy politicians and are in charge of units that are maiming, killing, abducting our people. Turn the OP CPD into a sheriff elected by the people of that division. So that he's accountable to the people, not to a legacy politician in Nairobi. Then, every police station, we must have a local community oversight committee elected by the people who are served by that police station. They go to their station a day to be appointed, they elect their local oversight committee that is able to oversee the provision of security services and the conduct of that police station and the officers therein. If they misbehave, they'll be able to document and appropriate action is taken. That gives you a secure future. Safi na pesa. Safina.
Safina Pesa, we wish you all the best, Wakili. But then here we are. Of course, Safina is a political party in this country. And it's like politics and governance go hand in hand. Before you get the opportunity to actualize all these beautiful agenda that you actually have, you're talking about the fixed agenda. But of course, you have to meet real men in the political field here and fight it out with them anyway, for you to get that particular seat up there. Of course, UDA will also come with its own agenda and we'll be able to listen to them. The other group, of course, of the loyal opposition will as well come up with theirs and we'll be able to listen to them. And that is why, in as much as you do not normally want us to get to the other side of politics, of course, you call it legacy politics, but then anyway, at the end of the day, siasa ni siasa, so we'll have to get to that particular direction and see what happens thereafter.
But let me ask you, you see, I don't have a problem with them having, because they're also Kenyans.
Yes.
And they're entitled to their views and their political campaigns, and even coming up with the agenda. The conversation that we're having is to have it with the people of Kenya. Let them choose. Let people bring their ideas on the table, and we debate them. Let the best idea to win. Okay? We want the best idea to win, because when the best idea wins, it's the Kenyan people who wins. We are not in a contestation with William Ruto or with Kalonzo or with Gachagua or with Matiang'i. No. Ours is a competition of ideas. Let the best idea to win, because that best idea is going to improve the lives of the people of Kenya. And we say this. You know what they are offering. Yeah. So you've seen what they're offering, the legacy politicians. So on the ballot, if you want to pay 16% VAT, it is there. You can vote for William Ruto. If you want to pay 5% sales tax only, we are here. It's ideas. If you want the police to continue killing you, abducting you, disrupting your demonstrations, peaceful demonstrations, the legacy politicians are there. You can vote for them if that is what you want to continue. As we are telling you, we'll give the power in your hands to oversight the police as a people. We are not saying only Safina people will be members of that oversight committee. The Kenyan people. So if you want the odious debt, the legal debts to be paid by yourselves, the legacy politicians are there. You can vote for them. But if you don't want to pay these illegal debts, Safina is here. If you want to continue paying for education from primary to tertiary, they are there. Continue with them. It's okay. As we are simply saying, we want a society where people should be able to access education for free without paying additional cost. That funding should come from their tax contribution, not direct costs from your pocket. If you want to continue paying for healthcare, legacy politicians are there. Continue with them. But if you want a situation where the state, using our tax contribution to meet the cost of healthcare for all Kenyans, irrespective of their social status, then Safina is here.
Okay.
That's the conversation. If they have a better idea than this, that will still also guarantee better benefits to the people of Kenya, why not?
Okay.
Bring it on the table. So we are not doing this thing for personal glorification. No. We are doing this thing for the people of Kenya. Because we understand that the people are the sovereign. And they are the owners of all these resources. So we are simply saying, change the manner in which these resources are distributed or are utilized. Put the people at the center.
Okay.
Once people have paid taxes, why are you using the taxes to pay for illegal debts?
You see, okay, I do understand you, Akili. You see, my path here is to trace that way because indeed, as I can see, your party, you're deliberately in that particular space where you want to bring real change into the country. And my now focus is here. I really want to trace because at the end of the day, if you do not end up there, then that change is not going to be there. And that is why I'm actually looking at it this way. What are the steps that you're taking to ensure that this ID is actually sold out to the people to ensure that it's bought at the end of the day?
We are talking to Kenyans, and I've told you many Kenyans are coming to the Safina bandwagon. They are saying they want to change this system. And that is part of what we are doing here. We are having that conversation with Kenyans. And we are saying these are the choices. These are the 5 things that, as a people, we are committing. Not even just as the leaders of Safina. It is Kenyans saying, because it's their country, it's their money. This is how we want to be governed. Legacy politicians are saying, no, we continue in this way. So if you are comfortable with the legacy politicians' way of doing things, it's also your right. And if Kenyans in the majority think the police killings should continue, I become a minority. Yeah, and I must respect their views. I thought a society where there is oversight over the police by the local community is a better society. But if majority thinks it's not a better society, I have a duty to respect the views of the majority.
Okay.
But I know Kenyans are sensible. No Kenyan wants to see their kith and kin killed by the police, abducted, harassed, not offered a police service, security.
So how will electing these you call OCPDs and sheriffs evolve the entire security system in our places?
It's a question of the command structure. The OCPD now becomes now the sheriff, should be elected by the people.
Okay.
And there are 597 police divisions. So we'll have 597 elected sheriffs who are in command of all the units that are operating in that division. Okay? He only gets his mandate from the people, not from a legacy politician in Nairobi. And the people are saying, yes, this is the person we want to oversight our security. And they can be a policeman or a civilian. If he's a civilian, he'll be taken to a 3 months officers training course on security and exercising command responsibility. Then he comes back and starts executing his function. If the sheriff becomes rogue, the people will have the power to recall him. And before he serves his term. And he can only serve for 1 term.
1 term.
For 5 years. That is our proposal.
What's the danger in politicking security matters?
It's not politicking it. This person has only one duty. His only duty is to secure the people. Guarantee them security. He doesn't even have the role of building roads or classrooms or bursaries. No. His duty is just to provide security, period. And the people will be judging him based on, since you are elected, has our security improved or deteriorated? And if it deteriorates, we have a power and we have a duty to recall you, to have somebody who can execute the functions. Power in the hands of the people. And he only serves for 1 term. So it's not politicizing it. In fact, what we have today is the politicization of the police. Because the police are serving legacy politicians. Orders from above. Who is above? Legacy politicians and their surrogates. If the legacy politicians are doing it already, using and deploying this entire police force against the people, why not come up with a system where you turn the police force into a police service, from force to service, that it serves the people, and the commander derives its mandate from the people, not from a legacy politician who, if he doesn't do what he wants, transfers him or fires him, as happens to our OCPDs today. So they are turned to be tools of legacy politicians anyway. Now, I'm only saying, why then are you giving this mandate to legacy politicians? You can as well give it to the people in terms of who is in charge of security in your locality, in your division. Give it to an OCP that you elect. And it still be part of the national security structures. but only that the OCPD has what we call a mandate from the people and is not now susceptible to pressure from legacy politicians in Nairobi. The sheriff now becomes a people's sheriff, owned by the people, with only one duty: to secure these people. That's a debate we can have. Look at the US where they're doing the sheriff system. If you remove the top 6 most crime-prone cities in America, it has the best policing system, save for only those 6 big cities. And the sheriffs have worked over the years. There's more accountability. There's more security. Response is better. People get involved. That is what us we are talking about in Safina.
But recently, we've also seen the Ministry of Interior trying to involve people, talk about community policing and all that.
There is community policing is different from command. That is just getting people to come and talk to policemen. No. As we are saying, people now give the mandate to the person who is commanding the units responsible.
So in this way, people will feel more involved in the security.
Because, and even the person who is in that office, we know that my answer is to the people, not to a legacy politician in Nairobi. So if you call him to tell him, go and disrupt that demonstration, he'll tell you no. They followed the law. They are peaceful. They've given a notice. We are ready to escort them in their demonstrations. But today, a call comes from a legacy politician in Nairobi when people are going to demonstrate. Go and kill them, disrupt it. And the OCPD is powerless. If he doesn't do it, his job is at stake. He'll be fired or transferred. Somebody will send units to Homa Bay to pick a young Albert Ojwang. And the OCPD in Homa Bay can do nothing about it. Because orders have come from above. He'll allow that young man to be picked, taken to Nairobi Central Police Station and killed there. He can do nothing about it. But if he has an OCPD who has a mandate from the people, he will say no. You cannot transfer him the way you are trying to do it. He is under my custody, under my security. And if he doesn't, the people of Homa Bay will have asked that question. So it's a different mindset. We must break the system. And even the police station, Central Police Station, will have had a local community oversight committee that will be able to walk into that cell and find out why Albert is here. Why has he not been admitted to bail? This is a man that is known. Even his home, the police know it. The alleged offense did not cause any harm to anybody. Give him cash bail, 2,000. He'll go to court on Monday. Why are you arresting him on Friday? Yeah.
So as we wind up the show, does it therefore mean that if this, the feast, the so-called the feast agenda is actually implemented once you get in there, then things are going to change totally?
I'm telling you, when this is implemented fully, the face of Kenya will change. The system as you know it will totally change and change towards the benefit of the Kenyan people. There will be more power to the people and you will see their involvement in the administration more. And they'll be able to access capital. The cost of living, by removing 16% VAT on fuel, removing it, the price of petrol immediately comes down. And petrol is fuel is the number one of the major drivers of economic production. So it affects the entire sector. Those are our proposals. We invite the competition to come up with theirs. Not just saying 2-term, 1-term. That can't be a proposal. Let's discuss issues that are relevant to the Kenyan.
But you've also been saying 1-term anyway.
But I'm giving you our proposals. I've said don't just say 1-term, 2-term. Say it and come up with your proposals. It's 1-term, yes. And these are our proposals.
Is 1-term still your agenda? Is it one of the agendas?
No, our agenda is the feast agenda.
So why are you deviating
our agenda,
from 1-term?
I've simply said don't just say 1-term or 2-term. Say 1-term and this is the agenda. Say 2-term and this is the agenda. Because we want the people of Kenya to benefit.
So what have you told us? 1-term and your agenda?
Or 1-term and the feast agenda.
1-term and the feast agenda. But you're still on the other side of 1-term.
Which one?
You are still on 1-term
No,
anyway.
I've told you the feast agenda. Okay, you know, sometimes I don't know what is wrong with you. You just refuse to understand. We've just discussed here in this show comprehensively
the
feast agenda.
Yes, the feast agenda.
And then at the end of it, you conclude by saying it is just one-term agenda. I
No.
You are even being unfair to your
I'm not being unfair to the listeners.
If they have taken all this time to listen to the comprehensive feast agenda we are discussing, then you reduce it to it's just one-term agenda.
You see, Wakili, what happens is that we've been having these conversations with you, and it has been one term throughout, but suddenly you're now changing tune to the other side.
No, I've not changed any tune.
Okay.
I've simply said, I've not said two-term, please, spare me. I've simply said, legacy politics has come to an end.
Okay.
So, and this is the agenda, the feast agenda, from the Safina party. And I say anybody else is free to come up with the agenda. Because all we are looking for is the benefit of the Kenyan people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard you. I hope the listeners here have also heard you. I wish you all the best in your quest to ensure that you change the lives of Kenyans through what you now call the feast agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, weigh in and tell us what you actually think about the recent NDC that was held by Safina Party, and of course the agenda that came thereafter. They've decided to hit the ground running and come down there and talk to you and tell you about everything that pertains to their party and their agenda and their quest to transform this country. And of course, they're saying here that they'll be part and parcel of the presidential candidates in the next general elections. Allow me to stop for now till we have this conversation again. Have yourself a lovely day. My name is Evans Okinyi.